I need to start with a correction. Yesterday, I posted a video celebrating Maria Corina Machado's Nobel Peace Prize. I praised her as a champion of democracy fighting against dictatorship. I got caught up in the narrative. Let me be clear, I was wrong about Machado. But I am not wrong that Trump does not deserve it. Since posting the video, I researched who Maria Corina Machado is, what she's advocated for, and who she's aligned with. What I found was deeply troubling. The more I learned, the more I realized my previous video was not just incomplete, it was misleading. I had accepted a surface-level narrative without examining the facts, and those facts are damning. So I'm making this video to correct the record. Not just about Machado, but about myself, about how easily I fell into celebrating someone who does not deserve my support. On October 10th, 2025, the Norwegian Nobel Committee awarded the Peace Prize to Machado, praising her for promoting democratic rights and her struggle to achieve a just and peaceful transition from dictatorship to democracy. But when you examine what Machado has said and done, a very different picture emerges. Maria Corina Machado does not deserve this prize. Not because she opposes dictatorship, opposing authoritarianism is legitimate, but because her methods, her alliances, and her vision for Venezuela fundamentally contradict everything a peace prize should stand for. I'm going to walk you through the evidence I missed yesterday. Please look at it carefully because I should have. The Nobel Peace Prize recognizes those advancing peace. But Maria Corina Machado has repeatedly called for foreign military intervention in Venezuela from the USA. This isn't nuanced political positioning. This is a direct call for war. Even after receiving the prize, she dedicated it to Trump to encourage him to invade Venezuela. In 2019, Machado stated that only foreign military intervention could bring regime change in Venezuela. She said bombs and invasion, not sanctions or diplomacy. More recently, she has directly appealed to Benjamin Netanyahu, asking Israel to help liberate Venezuela with military force. Think about what this means. She's asking a foreign military to bomb her own country. She's asking for an invasion that would inevitably result in Venezuelan deaths. And the Nobel Committee awarded her a peace prize for this? This is not peace advocacy. This is war advocacy wrapped in democratic language. When you call for foreign military intervention in your own country, you're not a peace builder. You're someone willing to sacrifice your countrymen's lives for political power. That disqualifies you from a peace prize. Full stop. But it gets worse. Because Machado's alliances reveal something deeply troubling about her actual commitment to democracy. She has cultivated close relationships with authoritarian and far-right leaders globally. Donald Trump, Marine Le Pen, and Geert Wilders. She only missed Putin in that circle. These are active political alignments, not casual associations. Trump has been documented attempting to overturn democratic elections. Marine Le Pen's national rally has fascist roots. Geert Wilders built a career on xenophobia and authoritarianism. And Machado? She's positioned herself as their ally. When you build your political future on alliances with those who undermine democracy, what does your vision of democracy actually look like? It's not democracy as a universal value. It's democracy that serves her interests, aligns with powerful right-wing movements, and benefits from authoritarianism as long as it's her authoritarianism. You don't build genuine democratic movements on fascist foundations. And then there's the most damning part of all, Benjamin Netanyahu. In October 2024, after Hamas's attacks on Israel, Machado gave full-throated support to Netanyahu's military campaign in Gaza. But this wasn't principled support for Israeli security. This was alignment with something far darker. Netanyahu's government has been credibly documented by international observers, human rights organizations, and medical professionals as committing genocide in Gaza. And Machado stayed silent. More than silent, she actively supported it. Why? Because her political party signed a formal cooperation pact with Netanyahu's Likud party in 2020. Because she sees Netanyahu as an ally. She is committed to restoring Venezuela's diplomatic relations with Israel if she comes to power, severing Venezuela's solidarity with Palestinian rights. She is siding with a government credibly accused of genocide. These are disqualifying facts. She is not a peace advocate. She is complicit in war crimes through her active political support. So why did the Nobel Committee give her this award? The answer isn't about peace. It's about geopolitics. Venezuela has massive oil reserves. For decades, Western powers have sought control over Venezuela's resources. A Machado government, one calling for military intervention, aligned with Trump, supported by right-wing authoritarians, committed to Netanyahu, represents exactly what Western powers want. The Nobel Peace Prize, in this case, wasn't awarded for peace. It was awarded for political usefulness. Machado became the right candidate at the right time, someone willing to sacrifice her country's sovereignty and democratic values in exchange for backing from powerful authoritarian and imperial interests. María Corina Machado may have legitimate criticisms of Venezuelan authoritarianism, but that does not make her a peace advocate. Someone calling for military intervention is not a peace advocate. Someone aligning with fascists and authoritarians is not a democracy advocate. Someone supporting genocide is not a human rights advocate. The 2025 Nobel Peace Prize to María Corina Machado is not a recognition of peace. It's an indictment of an institution that has abandoned its principles.